Mini Wargamer Dave here from MiniWargaming.com. Welcome Wargamers to a special video, a video that I have never made before. I am going to show off my Chaos Army. I've never actually done this before. I didn't even realize that I didn't do this until I made the showing off of the Blood Angels army. And so what I've done is I've cleaned off this desk beside mine and I've displayed all of my Chaos on this desk. And so the army that you see behind me is slightly over 6,000 points of Chaos. Now I know it's not the biggest Chaos army out there, but I happen to like it. It's my army. It's not overly extravagantly big, but it's a good size, I think. So let's take a look at some of the units in this, I'll call it a poorly painted army, because it is quite a poorly painted army, because it was my first army that I've added to, and just it's a mess, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, so let's take a look. Why don't we start with the troops, smack dab in the middle. On the left, we have Plague Marines, 40 of them. On the right, we have Khorne Berserkers, 40 of them. In the back, you see 6 Rhinos. Back left, you see 1 Land Raider. Land Raiders are not good in Chaos Army, by the way. They're not worth the points, and they aren't as good as Space Marine Land Raiders, so that's why there's only 1 of them there. We have 2 Dreadnoughts. We have Terminators behind the Dreadnoughts. In front here, you see all of the Reject Marines. Oh, did I say Rejects? I meant to say Chaos Space Marines. With Captain Slaughter right in the middle, leading this entire army. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a video showing him leading all of this army into glorious warfare? How awesome that would be. Now let's go over to the right. We got some Spawn mixed in with Chaos Lord, Fabius Bile, Karn, the Betrayer. Got Karn here. We have some Possessed, the fodder of the Chaos right behind there. Yes, I have a half-weighted Demonhood Crucian mixed in there, but technically he's a Possessed model, Chaos Possessed model. So got some Spawn there. We have Obliterators, 3 Obliterators, 2 Demon Princes, 1 with the Mark of Nurgle. His sword is magnetized. That actually happened because of happenstance. The sword fell off because he was knocked over from a table and he broke. That's why I magnetized it back on, because I kept on gluing it, but it kept on falling off again, so I figured I'd just magnetize it. Then we have this Demon Prince there. That's the new Demon Prince model that has come out. Mike painted this up for me. That's a very beautiful looking model. Then we have Angron behind here. He's technically not a Warhammer 40k model. It's a... I always forget the name of the company that makes it, but it's not 40k. And that's actually on loan. That's not my model, but I figured I'd throw it in the army just because he looks so darn cool. Then in behind we have, of course, the iconic Defi. Look at the shadow. He thinks he's a big deal. Look at the shadow on the wall. It makes it look like there's 2 of them. He's got some sort of identity crisis or something going on there. Anyway, we have just over 6,000 points. Now that's fully upgraded. That's not unupgraded. I'm not actually sure what I have unupgraded. It's probably 5,000 something, but it's 6,170. Actually, it's 6,161 points. So 6161. That's what you're looking at right now. And yeah. And just in case you haven't noticed, I'm not going too close to it because I don't want to show you the bad paint job. Like, the only thing I'll go close to is Captain Slaughter and Crucian, because you are already aware of their bad paint jobs, and it's okay if you see them. It's actually kind of a cool angle when you go over them like this. Oh man, so many models look so cool. Just love it. Now, I'm not actually finished the Chaos Army. I still have to do basing and actually paint some more stuff and in this army that you see right now. For example, the treads on the Rhinos aren't done. Can't believe they're not done. I've had them for years and they're not done. It's kind of like Joe's taped Orc truck. It's been so long since he's got it and he has been playing with it for so long, he almost can't finish it now. He can't take the tape off and paint it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the same truck. You wouldn't recognize it. And it just wouldn't be the same. That's just my way of justifying laziness. My laziness, not his laziness. Joe's not actually lazy. Joe's an anomaly. Anyway, this video isn't about Joel. I just called him Joel. I didn't quite say Joel. I said halfway between Joe and Joel. It's Joel. It's kind of a long way of saying it. Man, do I ever digress. This is the army in all of its glory. Do I plan on adding to it? Yes. I would like to add to this army. I think it would be good to add 40 Tzeentch thousand suns. I think that would be cool to add those with Ahriman. I actually have Ahriman up here. He is right there. He's not completely finished assembled. And I do have Abaddon, the spoiler. That's his body right there. I have the models for them. I just haven't gotten around to assembling them and painting them. Especially now, since they're pewter and they're not resin. Maybe I can get the resin versions, if they exist, and just field those. Those would be much better to paint into in the field, I think. Oh, and I do actually have, believe it or not, another defiler. Right there is the box for Daffy's brother. My goal with him is to fully magnetize him. I want him to be not as stiff as Daffy, because I'm going to show you Daffy for a second here. His two front legs are good, okay? Now, Daffy was one of the first models I've ever assembled, and it took me like a dumb amount of time to paint him too. Like, see his cannon there? Like, it took me just a stupid amount of time to paint him up. It was like 20 hours or something like that, just on him. And I had no experience painting miniatures when I painted him, and so that's why his paint job is not anything better than even tabletop. I wouldn't even say he's tabletop. I don't mean to call you bad names. It's simply the truth. You need to accept it. And as you can see, he has these armor plates. Some of them are missing because this one's like completely missing. That just happened the other day because apparently you got a lot of wear and tear. And for the longest time, this little icon there above his head was missing. For the longest time, it was missing. And so if you actually go back in the videos where he was a couple years ago, you will notice that it's not there. But I have since found it and glued it back onto him. And see how there's a slight lighting effect on there? That's completely happenstance. I didn't mean to do that at all. That was just me priming it and not finishing it. That's what that effect is. That's called the half-finished effect. It's pretty good, huh? I should patent it and copyright it and make it so no one copies it. So let's put you back on the table here. And let's get an aerial view of the army. I think it's cool to just have your army out on display like that. They're the Blood Angels over there. And yeah, so I will add to it. I think it'll be fun to add to it. More Demon Princes. More Defilers. I actually want to get another couple Defilers. I think that'd be cool. More Obliterators. I think it would be neat to field an army with 9 Obliterators. That would be devastating. That's kind of ironic because I have Devastators in my army, but I don't typically field them because it's usually taken up with Defi or Obliterators. But I probably could actually, I don't have Devastators. I have Havocs. Wow. I can't believe I just made that mistake. That's pretty sad. That's the Marine talking in me. That I'm just so crossed between the two right now. I just don't even know how that happened. I bet you were thinking. I bet a lot of you were like typing, "Hey, wait! He said that there's Devastators in the Chaos Army. That's wrong!" And I bet by the time you finished typing the comment, I've already corrected myself. I think that'd be funny. So watch there be a whole bunch of comments that say, there's not Devastators in Chaos Army. So it's late. That's why I'm talking chaotically. That's actually not true at all. I'm talking chaotically because I am chaos and I love my life. Life is good. Well, if you think about it, I'm staring at this cool army. Of course life is good. This is what I want you guys to do. Okay? This is a homework assignment. I would like you to set up your armies just like how I have set up my armies like this. And I would like you to make a video of your army and tell me why your army is awesome and why it makes you giddy inside. Kind of like me right now. Just look at my face. I mean, I have this like trying to suppress a smile face right now because there's a massive Chaos army behind me, and there's a Blood Angel army to the right of me that are pretty much Chaos. I say that because, come on, I mean, look at the Death Company. They're Chaos. They are Blood Marines. They should be called Blood Marines. I think that'd be a more fitting name. Blood Angels are kind of cool. They move fast, and some of them have wings, but Blood Marines, that's my new chapter. Blood. I have a Blood Army. What army do you collect? I got Blood Marines. Oh, yeah, they're broken. How can you have a conversation with yourself? Isn't that ridiculous? Do you ever just like talk and you respond to what you are saying to yourself? That doesn't really make much sense, does it? I'm just digressing so bad right now. The purpose of this video is to show you this army. And that is the purpose of it. So I'm going to get a nice thumbnail shot right here. That's the army. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that it was coherent and that it made sense. Or maybe it didn't make any sense, and that's why you liked it. I don't know. But please, make videos of your armies, show them off, make sure that they're painted, because painted armies are impressive, and unpainted armies are sad. They're sad faces. That's what they are. Just don't even bother showing the unpainted armies. You'll be made fun of by everyone, and you don't want that because you want to love your life, right? Yeah. If you're continuing to watch this video, it's either because you just forgot that it was on and you got droned out by the Chaos voice, or you are maybe painting and you figure that you would like to hear my voice as you're painting. Or maybe you toggled to the end of the video and you saw that it was like, I don't know, like 13 or 14 minutes long. You're like, oh, this is a long video. Okay, good. Now I can sit down and paint for a while and I don't have to switch and keep on clicking on new videos. Maybe that's why you're watching. I don't know. I'm just making up crap right now. Good stuff. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to make your videos about your armies and make it awesome. Please, I want to see them. Thank you.